Alright, everywhere you go, people are panning this movie except Grace Randolph. Which, God, she's an insufferable hack. Anyway, did I like Borderlands? Or am I like with all the other 90%ers on Rotten Tomatoes? Chase Lee Hockey here with the Blue Futon reviewing Borderlands 4DX. So it's about pretty simple premise. Have you played the video game? Especially I want to say the first one. You have the corporation Atlas wants to go to Pandora to get the vault, and that's what happens. Shenanigans ensues. We have bad guys, good guys, double crossing. Just the characters from the video game are in this one in, one-dimensional form. Anyway, let's talk about the 4DX first. If you're looking for a good action movie 4DX, I think this works extremely well. I could actually compare this to probably Deadpool and Wolverine. And I would say even though the Deadpool and Wolverine at the very end had the most craziness, the overall experience of not having the lulls, Borderlands is a little bit better. Yes, you don't have the crazy bombasticness of like the helicopter scene in Bad Boys, or like I said, the very end of Deadpool and Wolverine. However, it's more consistent 4DX experience when it comes to Borderlands. So if you're going to go see Borderlands or you're just curious, because I know the theater next to me, Borderlands had one time per day at 12:10, while Deadpool and Wolverine had all the other times. So if you can find it, do it. But did I like this movie? It was okay. Is it egregiously bad? No. But the faults, I am blaming producers. I am blaming Take-Two. I am blaming 2X. I am blaming Gearbox. Whoever on that side to not step up, balls up, vagina up, ovaries up to make it R rating. Because, okay, if you're going to hire Eli Roth, that's done Hostel, Green Inferno, Cabin Fever, Thanksgiving. Okay, you can say The House with the Clocks and the Walls on it. Another one with Jack Black and Cate Blanchett. Okay, let's keep that one over there. What else has he done? Like, is it Hostel Part 2? He also did that TV show about werewolves, which is also pretty good as well. So, are you trying to get my drift? Gory, crass humor, crass violence for a crass M-rated video game, and you made it PG-13. Makes no freaking sense. I mean, come on now. The gore in that movie, you have limbs falling off. You have, like I said, crass language. This is Eli Roth's wheelhouse. I think they hired him thinking there was going to be R rating. And then I don't know if it was Lionsgate. I don't know if it's the producers. I don't know if something happened saying, let's make this PG-13 and try and make more funds. In doing so, I think absolutely just nerfed the experience through in and throughout. Yes, I guess Cate Blanchett did a good job. You could say some people did not like Jack Black as Claptrap. I know the girl next to me absolutely dug the shit out of it because every time Claptrap had a joke, she was laughing. Kevin Hart did a fine job. He did a less comedic role in this film. The girl was somewhat annoying. I understand that she said in an interview she was trying to to enter the Harley Quinn. It didn't work. You need to be your own separate character through that part. I know some people are dogging on the CGI. It wasn't horrendous, but there were some pretty bad green screen effects. It wasn't Expendables 4 bad for the green screen effects, but it was fine. I mean, some of it's like, ooh, okay, but then other times you're like, okay, it's not that bad. People were complaining about the color palette. Well, I mean, you're on a wasteland planet, so I don't really hinder or fault that for that reason. I think the characters, though, are very one-dimensional. Because you kind of have a love interest with Kevin Hart, a one-dimensional character. Kevin Hart's very one-dimensional. The main girl, Cate Blanchett, she probably has the most arc-ish, but it's very, boop, boop. Jamie Lee Curtis's character, she's kind of there to have a rift with Cate Blanchett. That's about it. The little girl, she's there to just kind of be annoying. The bad guy, barely in the movie, worthless. I mean, his power is little to nothing, which I understand why they did that, because the whole point is Atlas is an evil corporation. They he probably has no power. It's all about money and greed, etc. like that, which is fine. But still, like, I felt no harm or no, stakes. Because when we play the Borderlands, there's a lot of, like, grotesque little bug monsters. I don't know what they're called, but they're disgusting. The scraps or scats, I think that's what they're called. Because I remember actually playing more of the Telltale Borderlands games, which are really, really fun, actually. Walking Dead and The Wolf Among Us are probably the best ones. But yeah, like, there was none of those monsters. There's very little monsters in this movie, actually, because I know when you do open a vault in the video game, you're supposed to battle a just ridiculous monster. You see a tentacle monster for 5-7 seconds, and you're like, eh. You're just thinking also, where did the budget go in this film? Because it could have been so much more vast, and it wasn't. And then the transformation scene, and you know what I'm talking about when they actually opened the vault, it was very anticlimactic. I mean, I wanted something straight badassery, just like, what's that werewolf movie or show that Eli Roth does? Hemlock Grove. That transformation scene for a werewolf is badass. I want something like that for one of the characters in this movie, and you don't get it. And like I said, there is so much missed opportunity in this movie because for the gore. There is especially a scene where they go down below and there's like this acid. They could have burnt people. These, the people with the mask on it. Like I said, I'm already blanking out on some of these characters. There could have been so much gore there. There was a lot of battle sequences. There could have been so much gore. Especially when the girl's like, I'm going to kill you and rain you with your body parts or something like that. Where are the body parts? There are no body parts in this movie. It's like, come on now. I mean, there are, like, flashes of greatness, especially down below in that cavern, or in the sewers, you want to call it. Like, there was these people with the masks, and they had, LED lights with the smile and eyes. Like, if you would have made that fight scene, like, more predominant and longer, that would have been freaking fantastic. Like, because this fight choreography in this movie, I didn't hate it, but it wasn't anything like, oh shit, this is a horrible, horrible film editing. So yes, all these negatives are coming in about this movie. Yes, a lot of it is valid. However, is it a dog shit movie where I'm pissed off? No, but it's just, it left so much on the table, and the only people I could blame for this is the people that probably nerfed Eli Roth. So overall, Borderlands, it's a serviceable-esque-ish movie with a very light humor, light character development, and just overall a fine showing, but it's nothing to really ride home about. But the 4DX was pretty good. So Borderlands will receive a 2 out of 5 Futons, which equals that 48%. So let's see the critics and user scores gave this one. So it looks like the critics are still at a 10% with 54 or 94 of them. Audience score a 51% with over 250. We got a critic consensus. Glitched out in every department. Borderlands is Banderdash. Sure. I mean, why not? Like I said, for movies to get 30% or less for me, I have to be pissed off at what I saw. This one, I wasn't pissed off. I was disappointed. 51, 10, 40. Chase Sock here at the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know things Bluetopia. You Blue Futonians, thank you for watching. For great day. I don't care about this day tomorrow, week from now, month, or a year from now. Every single freaking one of you. Peace and love. Peace and love. And am I right, wrong? Let me know comments below, because some people really don't like my reviews.